Hey guys, Arun Jacob, your friendly and frank licensed New Zealand immigration advisor and education advisor. My team and I will love to provide pathways to migration to New Zealand through education to all you young people. As you know, I love to provide video answers to the questions you ask me through our Facebook group or through our YouTube channel or just through email. So today's question is very good. It is from one of the students who is actually already working with our company, and he is contemplating on doing a course in digital marketing, and he wanted to know a few answers, for instance, like what is the average package for a digital marketing specialist. Now I think this term digital marketing specialist is becoming more and more relevant in today's world, and everything is moving digital. If you look at it, I'm actually making a video in response to a question that came to me via email, and I'm going to make this video and then post it on YouTube and share it on my Facebook group, and eventually when we have the time, we will also share it on Twitter and all the other digital places that we are present. So it does look like it is all moving very, very rapidly and quite fast onto the digital platform. So I think this particular course of becoming a digital marketing specialist has got tremendous scope today and for the future, because don't get me wrong, all you newspaper people, but I do predict that at some point the print media is probably going to become obsolete, and I think most of us will kind of move on to completely move on to the digital platforms of interaction and communication and advertising and marketing and pretty much selling as well. Today we hardly ever go into a travel agent's office any longer. We sit at our keyboards and we book our tickets, and it comes delivered as an e-ticket, and we take it and somebody scans it with a barcode scanner or a QR code scanner, and so it's quite strange the way it's all moving very, very rapidly towards digital. So I think the scope for digital marketing is very, very high. And as far as New Zealand is concerned, we have always been at the forefront of doing technology in a very, very big way. I mean, we love to include technology into every aspect of our life. A lot of our government services and that are provided to citizens and residents, and most of the people who come here are running on a digital platform. So overall, New Zealand is at the cutting edge of digital technology, and I do believe the scope for digital marketing specialists in this country is very good. Now, what is the average package for digital marketing specialists? Before I made this my video answer, I did a quick research, and I was actually pleasantly surprised to see that there are quite a lot of digital marketing openings or jobs on our some of our leading job websites. So that is a very, very positive thing, of course. And I noticed that the salary range is from $45,000 per annum up till 120, 130, or upwards. So it's a safe bet to say anybody with the right competence and with a good course and with the right attitude, skills, and knowledge in this particular field, like digital marketing, can look at something like $50,000 per annum as a decent salary. And then the next question is, what is the minimum amount of time I would need to spend to have a PR? Okay, the PR is something everybody keeps asking us about, but it's not something that you get directly. You need to first finish a course, find a job, get yourself into that employment, get into a work visa perhaps, and then apply for a resident visa. And then after you spend a particular amount of time in New Zealand, which normally is 2 years, and you know to have spent a minimum of approximately 6 months in each of those 1 years, is the when you get your permanent residency. The next question is, what is the probability of me getting a PR, as I will have post-work visa for 1 year? What about after that? Are the companies over there willing to sponsor the visa for people coming to study? He actually said Indians. So I mean, the companies here really don't bother which part of the world you're from. They're only bothered about seeing whether you have the talent to be able to be part of their teams and contribute to their growth. And if you're willing to do that, and you pick up a good rapport with your supervisors and bosses, it is just one form they need to sign as support for your visa applications. So it's really no big deal. We've already done, a lot of our students have finished their courses and joined employment, and they've come back to us and said, hey, look, I found employment, help us now with the further work visas or resident visas, and we've been able to do that. So it's really not a big deal. You should be able to do that. The key is finding employment. And what is the average spend for 1 month to lead normal life over there in New Zealand? Now, that's a question which requires a whole new answer. My team will answer that question to you, but in the meantime, at some point, I will also make a video about what is the normal average spend you need to lead a good, comfortable life in New Zealand. I think while you're a student, if you are able to have between $1,000 to $1,500, I think it would be reasonably be comfortable. In fact, the government of New Zealand has prescribed $1,500 as the a reasonable amount to have for a good standard of living. So that's a good thumb rule to follow. So yeah, I mean, and then you go on to write that. Just to give you background, I'm interested in working in New Zealand and will be going for a diploma in digital marketing. Yeah, and you said that you already have experience with global giants like Accenture and Amazon.com and Exponential, which is fantastic. I think, with a background like that, I think you should be able to do really well, especially in an exciting field like digital marketing. So I hope I've answered your questions, and thank you for all the compliments you've paid my team and me, and we really appreciate that. Thanks for watching my videos and listening to my advice. Continue to post your questions, and we'd be very, very happy to answer and assist you to reach New Zealand and do well here. Thank you very much. Good night.